Hi, I'm Sharon Strauss, and I'm the founder and the director of Sunshine Pantry. I started this, I can't believe it, but I started this 32 years ago. It was just a little Boy Scout project, Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts helping 6 families at Christmas time. And we did that, and I did that for a few years, and then I kind of went a little farther. I decided that families are not just hungry at Christmas time. They're hungry spring break, with the kids home. They're every day. Then it goes to, what can I tell you? But it's a 365-day-a-year project. People are hungry that all year long. So what I want to tell you is that how it started, it's just a dream to me because it just seemed like yesterday. But what I wanted to do with this was to make this a family kind of a program. It wasn't just a sterile kind of place. It was Sunshine Pantry, like you're coming to my home. That was what was important. Because you see, the hardest thing for anybody to do is to walk through the door of any of these facilities. They didn't plan to be here. They just didn't. So when they call up and they say, hi, this is my first time and I've never asked for help. What do I need to qualify? And I say, to qualify, there's two things. There's 2 things you need to do. One, you need to bring a box or a reusable bag so that we could fill it all the way up to the top. Second thing, most important thing, you're going to have to bring, well, if you don't bring it, I'm going to have to send you back. And then you can come back with it. And that's a smile. And they usually say, what? And I go, a smile. And they go, oh, I could bring that. I can do that. Because you see, they're afraid that they're not going to qualify. And everybody qualifies by walking through my door. What we do to help out is that when the families come, they're able to get as much sweets and pastries and bread. And then in my refrigerators, which was the most important thing when I started this, that you really can't make food for a family on just cans. They need to make something fresh and delicious for their families. So we always have lots of fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and everything that you could think of, like milk and dairy, all the dairy products, yogurts, everything that you could think of that you would need to make a meal for your family. We have meats. When we're getting all our foods together, there's always staple items that are always of need, like rice, black beans, all the different dry goods so that they could make soups or they can make entrees with their meals. We need tuna, peanut butter and jelly. When families come, we try to get them all set up. If they have young children, like the little babies starting out, we have formula, and we have Pampers and diapers and soy products for them also, because some babies can't take all the basics. They have to have different, and we try to have all those here for them. We make sure that we have diapers in all the different sizes. When I'm making the boxes for the families, we do get a variety of different foods. And we get a lot of healthy, wonderful foods, and I'm delighted with that. But we like to kick in some of the things that the children like. So there would be maybe chips, maybe candies, different things. Because you see, if you think about where your children go when they bring home a friend from school, the first thing they do is they go right straight to the refrigerator and right to the cupboards. And if there's nothing there, if there's no cookies and if there's no chips, if there's no things that they can, like junk food, then the child doesn't want to bring a friend home because he knows that the refrigerator's empty and the cupboards are empty. So I make sure that we have lots of goodies in there so that when the kids come back from school and they're hungry and they want something good, that they have there at the house that the parents can give out to the children. Good treats too. When families try to find us, they could go through 211 is the new number to locate services that are here in Beaverton. They could get us through the directory. Most churches know where we are. The Beaverton Police, of course, always knows where we are. Fire stations know where we are. And all they need to do is make a phone call. And as soon as they make that phone call, they can qualify immediately. They don't have to wait. They come here to welcome arms and a smile and lots of hugs. Families in need are always in need. If one drops out and finds a job, there's always someone to take its place. In the last month alone, I had 25 new families. We lost a few because they found jobs, which I'm so happy for. I always ask the families, even when they get a job, that they should still come here for a couple of months so that they could catch up. And by the time they get their first check, then they're able to do a little bit more, pay the bills. And then the next month they could pay the bills. And then by the third month they could feel like they're on their own. And then they don't have to come and take advantage of us as much as they did before. But if they come into trouble and they need a little bit extra help, we're fine with that. We're happy to help them till they get on their feet. Throughout the month, diapers are really important. We need Similac, and we need beans, and we need canned vegetables is always good. Canned soups in the winter, very important. And especially a lot of soft foods, because we have a lot of seniors that come to help us. So they need the soups, and they need the mashed potatoes, and they need the canned vegetables. It's easy for them. And so the fruits and vegetables, fresh fruit, oh, we need that so badly. So those are some of the big things that we need, or the peanut butter and jam and tuna and meals in a can like chili. And even if you think about it, we do a lot of homeless. Our homeless has come up to about 70 families that we're doing, 70 people, that are coming for food here at Sunshine Pantry. And with that, they could only use things that have like a flip-top can, so it's easy for them to be able to eat right out of a can, such as fruits. Vegetables are in a can, chili, vegetarian beans, things that they could easily scoop up and eat. We do a lot of sandwiches here, and we get those from some of the wonderful stores that contribute to us, that we are so proud to have on our list of donors that help us through the year. And they do those sandwiches for us, and we are able to hand those out to the homeless too. And they're kids. They're really a lot of children that are homeless right now. And it's one of my mottos that have been with me for 32 years, is that no child should go to bed hungry. It's just not right. And so they know that they could come here and they'll have a really good couple of meals that they could take with them. And they always come back, always. People start arriving around 10:30, and we have volunteers. We need our volunteers to help us with checking the bread to make sure it's perfect, making sure the vegetables that are coming in fresh get put into the refrigerators. The food is getting all ready so we can divide up and put it in packages for the families. So we need our volunteers. My director of operations is Jared Madison. He does a very good job. And we have our drivers that help us to pick up food from the different 17 groceries and 3 different bakeries that we get from. Without them, I wouldn't even be in existence, because with their devotion and their help to help the community, the stores have been wonderful to Sunshine Pantry. We could always use more stores because there's always things we need. We need the big volume items that are like 50 pounds of rice, 50 pounds of pinto beans and black beans. We need sugar, flour, the basics to make a home. We also need cleaning supplies. We need laundry soap. We need dishwashing soap. We don't think of those things when we're thinking of a food drive, but those are items that are such a necessity to a family. So when everybody is thinking about food pantries and what they need, those are what we need, and I'm sure they need those too. We need volunteers. This is a volunteer force, and it's always been that way. To qualify to come in and just to walk in our door, we will be happy to have you fill out an application. We'll do a little orientation for you, and then you get started. And then you'll feel how important it is when you see families coming in sad and walking out happy, and that you had a part of that. If you have children that are at school age, they also can qualify to come and volunteer. Cub Scout groups, Girl Scout groups, church groups. We use them all. We love when our businesses come in, like Intel or Nike or all the different other big companies that want their people that are working for them to be a part of our community and let them see what goes on in our community. So with these volunteers, we get things done, and we need more of them, please. We have so much to do. We're still working on our cooler and our freezer, so we need our volunteers to help out. Right now, Jared is working very hard to finish our cooler and freezer. These are 27 feet by 20 and 18 by 20, both cooler and freezer. It's a big job, but we're going to be able to get rid of all of the little refrigerators that I've been working with for 30 years. So 21 refrigerators and freezers will be gone, and this giant cooler and giant freezer will be there. That will save us on our food, and we really are looking forward to the end of that. But we need materials to finish. So if anybody could help with that, that would be terrific. With the finish of the cooler and the freezer, we will also save in money to run our 30 refrigerators and go just to our cooler and freezer, which will give us an extra $200, $300, $400 that we won't have to pay. So we really want to get that cooler and freezer on board, because I need that money to put into the pantry. You see, I don't get paid, and neither does Jared. We're here because we know it's the right thing to do. And so with your help, we could really do a lot of good things in our community. When I got started here, it was just the Beaverton area because it was just word of mouth. Since we've gotten more publicity, we are getting more and more people coming from different neighborhoods in the Beaverton area. But I was just doing the paper for the last month of how many people and where they're from. We have people from Cornelius, we have them from Canby, we have them from Portland, we have them from Hillsborough, we have them from Forest Grove, we have them from Gresham, Vancouver. We're hitting a lot of new cities that are coming to us. And I'm excited that we're able to help them. But it's really, when you think about how many people are coming from all over just to get food, there's a big, big abundance of people that are hungry for food. And they will come any distance to get that food. And I'm happy that Sunshine Pantry has been able to help them with that. The amount of people that we do a month, by the time you add what family and then you add the children that is included in that family, or many adults that might be in a family, last month we did 2,013 people we fed last month. Now that could be some people that come twice a month, but it's basically people coming. And that really was a shock to me when I saw that that's how many people we fed just last month. This is Sharon Strauss, and I just want you to know one thing, that no child should go to bed hungry.